stops us in our tracks. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Oh, man. That's not good. I don't have talking juice. That's it. We gotta cancel it. Town doesn't have soda and ice. See you guys. Peace out. Love you. Just kidding. I'm just joshing. You ever just not want to feel? Ugh. Hi, Mandy. We're going to figure out that time one way or another. One way or another. Picked kind of a... Yeah, I'm always looking for topics, you know. And they have to be meaningful. They got to... There's, you know... I always want to speak. I always feel like I have like this huge thing in me that just wants to get out and tell the whole world. I don't even know what it is, but it bugs me quite often. It bugs me quite often. I never can quite find the topic or the arena where I get to share my actual feelings as to what I think is going on in this world. You know, and we have opinions, right? Nobody really wants to hear my opinion. Because you're still going to think what you think. And when I say opinion, I'm talking about, you know, let's just bring up the hot topic of trans. I don't get it. I just don't understand why everybody's upset. I don't understand. Okay. So I've always been an odd duck growing up, and nobody really liked me for who I was. So when I finally discovered who I was and that I was actually a good guy and I'd rather hang out with myself than with people who would misunderstand. Yeah, I'd rather be alone. Than be misunderstood. Right? Wouldn't you? So when I see other people wanting to be themselves, even if I don't like the color of their fucking hair, it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. Okay? Now, I have my own opinions on these things. Do they need to be brought up here? No. What does that actually have to do with getting forward in life? Well, number one, it's a tough conversation that people just don't really want to have. Nobody wants to have the conversation. What people want to do is argue. That's what they'd much rather do. They'd much rather prove their point to you rather than have the actual hard conversation. And we, my friends, tend to avoid that shit like the plague. So when you get into recovery and you become a person who lives in the solution, you are going to find yourself alone quite often. Hi, Ingrid. Good to see you, honey. It's Ingrid Day. I'm talking with Ingrid all day, it seems like. Going to meetings. Sorry I left the meeting early, but I had a phone call I had to take. So yeah, nobody wants to really have the actual conversations behind these things. Okay. And trans being the hot topic right now. You know, I tell you right now, I love them. I love the flamboyancy. I don't know, I find it beautiful. Okay? Now, here's the thing. I've always been like that. Yes, my parents thought I was gay. I bet they did. I bet they did. Dumbasses. Did you know that you can appreciate somebody else and still be attracted to women? Did you know that? Who cares? Beautiful is beautiful, man. What does it matter? What does it matter? Huh. It doesn't. So, yeah, probably wasn't. And it doesn't matter, does it? Because if you treat the person like you do everybody else, it doesn't matter. It goes away. When we get to a point where we can say everybody is a child of God, once we can get to that place personally, things will change. Things will become different for you. You will have a new outlook. Remember when you felt down. Remember when you felt like the world was fucking against you at every freaking turn you had. You remember that frustration? I can feel it right now. Can't you? You remember that? So think what this person's going through. Not being allowed to be themselves. I understand this. And I tell you what, if you're being honest about with things about yourself, you're going to understand it too. Everybody has rights. We all have rights. We all have the right to be ourselves. What does this have to do with everything is affected? Everyone. It's more of a conspiracy than you think. It was a setup. All this is set up. Let me tell you something. The government does not want you to get better. All right. And I'll bring this up and then I'm going to get to the topic because this does have to do it. Doesn't matter one bit, but they totally are. Now, my guess around age 4 turned out to be accurate. I just wish everyone was so accepting. Yeah. Here's the thing. Just because a boy has a higher voice, I've always had a lower voice, but I was one of those skinny kids. I was one of those kids that appreciated ballet. I remember when I told my parents I wanted to do ballet. Oh my God, they thought that was the funniest fucking thing in the world. They made me feel like a fucking piece of shit because I wanted to dance. I said, but there's male dance. There's guys dancing on there. I guess that was even funnier. I try to have a sense of humor. I do. But there's some things to me that just aren't funny. So one of my friends who just got back in the program posted something about being in a trap house. And there's this girl standing at the door and a guy saying, what's her name, did the dishes. She's wondering if she could get a bump. And everybody was laughing. And these people are part of them are in recovery. I'm going to tell you what I felt. Shame. Fear. Sorrow. That those people have to live a life like that. And that they're trapped. That's why they call them trap houses. So there isn't a person out there that isn't affected by drugs and alcohol or addiction. Not one person. Nobody's free of it. Think you're free of it? You're not free of it. Bullshit. Lies. We can thank the Sackler family for that. Yeah. And there was a whole, the opioid epidemic was not an accident. It was not an accident. It was a thought, well laid plan to decimate people. Okay? That's why I don't want any government money. I don't want it. Drug money, Sackler money. I don't want it. It's piece of shit money. It's dirty. Dirty, dirty money. You're so dirty. It is. Money's actually very dirty. Okay. But what does this mean on our end? Well, it means we got a lot of work to do. Sorry. My friend and I have been trying to do this podcast for a while. She's like, I got caught up in my garden. Last week it was me. And yeah, so I'm just laughing because it's all right. I got one tomorrow. And don't forget, yeah, Dragonflower's coming out on Monday. So this means that every single person that we talk to, every single person that you see, and even though they may not be using drugs themselves, but they certainly know somebody that has probably OD'd on drugs, died because of drugs and alcohol. Okay. I mean, when I went to school, my classmates were not ODing in my classrooms. Wasn't happening, but it does now. It does now. I feel sorry for the youth today. Man, we didn't have gunmen coming into. I'm not going to say anything on that. Well, I was picked on a lot. Bullies are the worst, but we're not going to talk about them today. Right? So if everyone, okay, that includes my grandchildren. So that means that I need to be setting a good example everywhere I go and everything that I do and everything that I touch. I must be carrying I've got to be carrying the word of God, or I'm not doing my job. It's already scary enough for people out there. Go to a gay parade. Give them hugs afterwards. God's sakes. Remember when nobody wanted to hug you? I do. Just because of who I was. Right? And every day, don't we fight stigma? But yet, I see a lot of my recovery friends going on there and bashing people left and right, but then touting that they love Jesus. Give me a fucking break. Okay? Your words must carry your actions. Yeah. It's easy to go on Facebook and hide behind things, isn't it? It's real easy. That's why I come here and do it live. Because guess what? You got to be accountable when you do this shit. A lot of people don't want to go live because they don't want to say something that they're afraid somebody will use against them for the rest of their lives. There's a fear there. And isn't it legitimate? Why would anybody want to come out right now? I can't. It's just why do we want? What is it that we need to treat people that way? It's weird because somebody do something to you one day and be all mad, and the next day they come back and they're all nicey nice. They don't want to talk about what actually happened. What they want to do is just give you a few compliments. make you feel better, hope that it blows over. But we don't want to have the actual conversation. But we need to. We need to. We need to be out there recovering out loud. Stop hiding who you are. Stop it. I don't hide who I am. I'm wacko. Ooh, how crazy. Hee-haw. Hee-haw. Motherfucker. There's nothing wrong with being crazy. In fact, I have found that the craziest people in these rooms make the best sponsors. The people who have gone through more can give more. Okay? The further you have gone down, the further you can go up. Everything that's happened to you was to set you up for this moment in time so that Dion could tell you everybody you touch needs your help. Everyone you touch. They don't need to be alcoholic. Trust me, they're being affected by it. Okay? I don't want to be hearing, people don't really complain too much on my Facebook. I've narrowed my people down. So I don't know, it's pretty clear. Okay. And what we don't need to be doing is running out there, getting on the Dr. Phil show at 18 fucking months and telling us about our war on drugs because you got 18 months of sobriety. It doesn't fit. I wanted so much for this guy to be legit, and he wasn't. And it hurts. It's not going to help us at all. He gave wrong information. What he doesn't understand is that it's the government that's keeping us sick. And that we should not let the government interfere with anything that we do in recovery, yet we let them. Yet we let them. No more. Stop. Enough. It's not going to stop. So we need to double our efforts. Get out there and do what you can, I guess. I still got that feeling that needs to, I don't know, there's just something in me that needs to say something and it hasn't come out. So, all right, that's going to be it. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I love you. Peace out and have a day.